Oh shit, I forgot to add HP. The first thing you're supposed to do.
Leveling APs.
Don't forget to add your HPs.
Is that going to just be another 10?
For you, it's D6 plus... sorry, it is 5 plus con, I believe. No, 6 plus con.
6 plus con is... It's 7? 6.
So you gain 7
8.
HP.
8.
Okay, cool. So...
But last time I had 10.
What?
Last time you said I could take 10.
You roll a D10 if
Oh.
you want to. You could risk it to roll a D10.
That's what it is. Sorry.
I'm risking that rolling that D6.
Yeah, you could literally lose HP.
Wait, what? You have a
No, I'm
minus
just kidding.
2?
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, I was about to be like, whoa.
Stay even. I'll take my 3, thank you very much.
Yep. All right.
10 hit points is going to be 7?
And as I give us a heavily romanticized tale about our journey inside of the manor, you gain 8 HP. Temporary. 8.
Yes, indeed. It's better now. Actually, it should be level, which is 4 plus charisma, which is
4.
4. Actually, yeah, you're right. Yeah. Cool. Cool.
Took an ASI.
All right. We fade in onto the scene, and you guys are, you've had downtime to do what you want. You've heard rumors of, even during the previous sessions, I've mentioned them once or twice, especially during the ritual you guys had last session. What's piqued your guys' interest as of late is the Vistani. They're sort of traveling groups of families that can freely travel the mists of Barovia, and the ritual that you guys have done is known as a Vistani ritual, and the seer, who is your friend and stays with you, has told you as much during your stay with her, and during the ritual she mentioned it was a Vistani ritual. You guys are talking it over, in the local inn, and the townspeople, knowing you at this point as almost local heroes, you've saved their town 2 or 3 times over at this point. They sort of come up and approach you, and they ask you that given the dire circumstances of this winter, would you be willing to search out the Vistani, their normal trading partners who haven't yet showed up when they normally do, and procure the trading, guide them here to make sure that the trading can happen and they can survive the winter?
Sure.
Nope.
Go.
Yep.
Come on, Herba.
Sorry, this is an on-rails Adventure League session.
Question.
Yes.
Do I still have my army?
No, as you go to exit the building, they all seem to go inert. And you guys burned down the building, so...
Well, I would like to have had one as a straight-up toy.
That's more than fine. You had many left out. They all salute you at the front door, and you grab one, the captain, to take with you, and you have this one captain's toy soldier.
I love how they salute you, and then we're like, all right, time to burn them to the ground.
Well, it's sort of like the funeral pyre salute. Like we who are about to die salute you, kind of thing. So yeah, the Vistani, and the Vistani. So
We're walking.
they point you in a direction, and they say the last they seen the Vistani was out that away. Is basically what they tell you, and they sort of kick you in the butt and say, "Thanks for all your help. We appreciate what you did, but go." And they sort of set you off, and you guys have a general direction, basically. So what would you guys like to do at this point? You have a general direction, essentially.
Pop in my backpack and whip Herba to go the right way.
It's funny.
To slap in the back.
Exactly. As you whip out your mage hand to whip him, he gets his own mage hand out, and your mage hands are dueling for sort of supremacy in this.
I pull out my cane and just use that instead of the mage hand.
I use Whip of Warning.
Yeah, you would say he has a whip in his hand, and it's cane versus whip and hand versus hand as you guys are walking. It's very distracting.
I pull out the lute and start playing some battle music.
There you go, and you have an accompaniment to this battle, and it's just, oh man, if you find a battle song, let me know and I'll play it for you. If you have a specific request, we have Himebot up in here to play for us, and you guys have a little lute, flute playing in the background. And you're walking. I'd like whoever's leading to make me a survival check, please.
Well,
Who's
these
leading?
people are clearly busy, so I'll lead.
Yeah, exactly. So three of you are a little busy, so it's really between Callie and Emil.
I do want to keep her, but close to Emil.
Sure. You guide him. As you're battling with his cane, you also are turning his head and his sort of body follows.
Grabbing the ear.
Yeah. The snow sort of blankets this deep forest, and although you've been exploring the forest for most of the day, you've yet to come across another person or sign of civilization despite them pointing you in this direction. A few wide spaces between the trees hint at rough trails that may have once been here, but the snow really makes it difficult to see whether they're man-made, footpaths, or game trails. With that, the survival check, you do actually find some tracks, and you assume they're the Vistani. There's some wagon wheel tracks that you've associated with them. And as you're walking, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you're not surprised, but I need you all to roll initiative as 4 brown bears charge out of the woods.
Bears.
Can I have summoned my weapon earlier today?
Yeah, you're walking. You've been around this location long enough to know that you'll need your weapon. You don't need to. Yeah, you'll have it out. And it can take whatever shape you'd like: pike, bow. I know you've been mixing it up, which is pretty
I
cool.
think she's gonna make a giant ass great axe today.
Hell yeah!
Sweet.
Nice.
I'm off to a great start.
Same.
Emil, stay beside me. I want to try something new.
Which way are we walking?
I just pulled this random battle map up, but yeah, let's say you are in the southwest and you are moving northeast.
Thank you.
Okay. So, I'll be in the front, right?
Yeah, and I was trying to keep her, but close to you. And then I yell out as they run up that you need to stay close to me. I want to try something.
Note that these are not wolves; these are in fact bears.
How bad are brown bears is the question.
Racina
Are
brown
these
bear.
large?
These are indeed large creatures.
So huge for all intents and
Yeah.
purposes to me.
Like eat you, like bite you.
You guys will be
eat
so
off,
proud of
like,
me. I don't know if
half
you
your
can see
body.
this, but I put bookmarks in my monster manual for this session.
Woo!
Organization.
All right, so the roll. I'm gonna roll 2 sets as I usually do for a set of 4. Sick. Did you actually roll a 0? Holy shit! Amazing.
I rolled a 1.
All right, Urba. You holding the whip of warning, you feel it vibrate, and immediately you know what this means. You grab your arrow and start to knock it even before they show themselves, almost hitting Zook off of your back. Actually, where's your quiver? Where do you hold your quiver?
But I think it's on my back.
It is on your back? Okay. So you, like, almost punch Zook off of your back as you draw and knock an arrow. It's your turn.
Okay. Are they all the same threatening?
They all seem apparently as threatening, yeah.
Okay. We'll fire at the one off to the right.
Sure.
I moved
I
my.
guess I'd be back there, so I hopped off.
Yeah, you'll be 1 space behind him or something like that. That's fine.
22.
Yeah, it definitely hits. Just so you guys know, the AC of a brown bear is 11, so you can just roll damage immediately. If you know it hits.
How does one skip song or play next song?
I gave you all DM permissions to control Himebot as well, so at any point, if you feel there should be more dramatic tension, you may
I don't know how to play next song.
you hit .help for the commands. But yeah, your arrow hits this bear and deals damage. Is there anything else you'd like to do for your turn?
Me. No.
Awesome. The brown bears will charge forward toward Callie and Emil, the two that moved slightly faster, coming downhill towards you all. And they'll roll 4 attacks. There'll be 2 against each of you. The first 2 will be against Callie. The second 2 will
I'll
be...
block the first one against Callie.
Perfect. So it'll be Bite Claw for both of these. Bite Claw, plus 5 to hit. The first one will miss horribly. 17. Does that hit you, Callie?
I'm gonna shield so that it doesn't.
Cool. So that misses Callie. And then 2 23s to hit you, Emil.
Those both hit. Wow.
That is some good luck on my part as you take a lot of damage. Oh, I fucked it up.
Oh, I was hoping that was gonna be the damage roll.
I wish. I mean, you wish. As you take 21 damage as this bear charges downhill,
Yikes.
using the force of its body weight to slam its claws and teeth
Right.
into you.
I had temp HP. Hold on.
You did have temp HP, yes.
8.
Also, as a paladin, you should have relatively high HP if you took average each time.
If I took what?
Average HP each time, you should have, what is it? D10,
40.
so 6 plus con each time. Yeah, plus your original.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, Zook would still be alive, but at 1. And that is those bears' turn. Darren, it's your turn as you see these bears charging downhill, and these other 2 bears appear to be coming towards you as well.
Okay. I will cast Silent Image. Okay?
Yep.
Now here's what I want to happen. I don't know how fast this thing can move. So I'm gonna create, like, you know those golden stags that we fought
Yes.
before? I want to make like a wounded one appear from this tree line here and then just kind of pass through this area, heading this way towards
So it
this
appears
river.
out of the trees, dashing this way. How far can you move it in one turn?
Yeah, it doesn't say. I don't. The range is 60 feet, so perhaps that's what it is. It says I can.
I'll say it can move just for now 30 feet per turn. So you produce it in a
That makes
spot,
sense.
and then you have it dash 30 feet. It almost ends its movement. We'll say here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just past the dire wolf. The dire wolf, well, it wouldn't have an opportunity attack, so we'll say it's back like here.
It would go perfectly
Wait.
between them.
Yeah.
There's a dire wolf?
Sorry, I say dire wolves, but I mean brown bears.
So it doesn't smell. It doesn't make any sound, but it just looks like a wounded deer.
What is your DC?
DC, I believe it is 14 now. Yes, 14.
I want to say it's an int save, but they have a -4, so I don't feel like that's a save. So I'm gonna make it a wisdom save.
It says intelligence. Okay.
Man, if it says intelligence, it's intelligence. So you said 16?
Yep. 14. Right. Sorry.
1 actually fails because it has a -4. So they both sort of turn their head. I'll say they both waste 1 attack on that deer next turn.
Okay. Cool.
Callie, it's your go. You have 2 brown bears near you. 1 attacking you specifically.
Yeah, so I guess I'm gonna curse one. Curse this guy.
Yep, the one on you for sure. I'll add a marker.
And then I'm just gonna straight up attack him with my brand new fancy great axe.
Yeah. Overhand smash, 11 to hit.
Oh, never mind.
No, yeah, you bring it down, you hex that one, you try and bring it down, and it is like, you see the black flames, and the black smoke. Actually, how would you flavor your hex?
Sorry, flavor my axe.
Your
is what you're saying?
hex. How would you flavor your hex?
God damn.
Or your
Oh,
curse,
God, that's a good
rather.
question.
Can we get rid of this snow thing?
I imagine it would be
Yes.
kind of like a stink eye. Like she would catch
Next
eyes
song.
and then
or
like send psychic energy over to him.
So it's almost like a bending of the light inside of the bear's eyes, not necessarily something physical. Cool. And the bear sort of recoils and dodges your axe. Okay. And it's the other 2 bears' turn. They'll both waste their claw attacks trying to attack this thing before realizing... Do they get a save against it again? Because I know Silent Image can do some pretty funky and OP things. What was
It says they need to make an action investigation check to determine if it's real or not.
See, I don't know. I feel like them putting.
I would almost say like if you rolled an attack.
Yeah,
if it
Yeah,
attack
I wouldn't
on.
see why if they tried to attack it, they would figure out that it's not real.
Yeah. So they'll both roll their attacks. If they roll well enough, we'll say that it doesn't dodge it. Basically, these are both +5s, so they both do hit. So they get really confused and they sort of realize what's happening and then turn towards Darren and Emil. So Emil, you're gonna get 1 bite attack, and Darren, you're gonna get 1 bite
Oh,
attack.
fuck. Who was the first one on?
That's you, my man. As you take 11 more damage.
Hey, I'm bloody now.
Okay,
Ooh,
so
it could have been worse, though.
Yeah. It could have been a claw attack, which is 4d6. Emil, it is your turn, as you are just getting savaged by 2 brown bears.
Conquering presence?
Alright, wisdom save from all 4, correct?
Yep.
These are all +1. What's your DC?
Aw, 13.
So they all make it except 1. I'll say the one that hit you the most is you glare at this one and you focus all of your attention on this one bear and it is suddenly afraid of you.
Alright, that's all I got.
Zook, it is your turn as your friends are being savaged
Okay.
and protecting you from the enemy.
On seeing that and how bad Emil looks, I'm going to run up behind him.
Yep.
I pull out what looks like a habanero out of my pouch.
What the fuck?
Emil, eat this!
And you do.
I do what he
And I'm
says.
basically shoving it in his mouth
Yep, you do. Yeah, you
as
chew.
I cast Dragon's Breath.
Oh,
shit.
nice.
And
That's
I
cool.
run the fuck back.
Wait, I have a question. Is this an action?
It is an action to use the dragon's breath, yes.
Yes.
Oh.
Ow. It's very good, though.
Yeah, 15-foot cone, and I've picked fire, and basically you breathe fire as long as you have a mouth.
What would you have to found if it was like a black dragon fire? Would you have to find acid?
I can choose. It just requires a hot pepper, but I can choose anything.
Just stimulates your breath
Wait.
glands, your dragon's breath glands.
So, question.
Yeah.
I have zombies.
You
I
could.
can cast Dragon's Breath on a zombie.
Arguably, okay, if you want to revise this, arguably, your little friend, Escamil, on your shoulder, could also do this. You're familiar. Because technically
You're
he's not
better off
taking the
doing-
attack action.
The pepper to them.
I will allow you to revise this with this new information.
Yeah, I'm not gonna use that. I either.
And
need
you know
conquering
Escamil
presence
is
or
all
attack.
about the fucking... He's a sassy raven. You know what he's about.
Okay, I'm gonna feed it to Isilios then.
Asilios. Oh, God, Escamil
That's
Asilios.
fucking badass.
Alright, roll initiative for Asilios. I'd like to have him on his own initiative order. You can use the raven
Okay.
stat block. And I will actually... Let me see if I can find a raven for you.
That's a 15 plus whatever.
Okay.
I do have a monster manual here. I'm trying not to,
Here is your
Renegade
raven
brown
buddy. Can I
bears.
give you control of it?
maybe. Even.
Oops. I didn't put this on the map there.
No, I do not have control right now.
Do you know how I give control off the top of your head?
Yeah. Go into edit the character sheet
Aha, I see now.
and control.
Ooh. Can be edited and controlled by Zook. Oh, this is some epic music. Make sure you guys turn down He May Bot for you. Beautiful. Alright. And Asilios is... What initiative did you say?
Actually, that rolled correctly because I rolled a 15 as well in real life.
Wow. 1 in 20 chance, folks. Alright. And I'll get descending order. So he can go... so he can have moved before you the previous turn if you would like to have given them
He
the
would have
help.
stayed there.
Okay, cool. And it is top of the order, which means Urba, you are up again.
The thing above Zook is his little buddy, right?
Is his Raven, yeah, his friend
Yep.
Raven.
Okay. The wolf, the bear.
I
that
will
was next
remind
to
you
me.
that Hex is a bonus action.
Okay. I forget what it does, anyways.
It gets you an additional 1d6 damage per hit.
Cool. Fire the arrow at the first guy that I see closest to me with the hex on
Yeah,
it, I
but
guess.
the hexed one. Oh, so you're gonna toss up your hex first.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm supposed to use it.
You use it before you, so you put it on somebody and then you attack.
Okay, then yes. Then yeah, I would do that. I throw the hex on him.
Yep.
And then I attack it
Cool.
with an arrow.
All right, so this little hex there. All right, roll the hit. This is the one you've already wounded too.
Okay, cool.
That will
Does
miss,
not.
unfortunately, as
I will take a action, sir.
You may, yeah, you may, and then roll to hit again.
There we
That
go.
does hit. Then roll an additional d6.
Not bad.
Beautiful. He's bloodied. He definitely is not looking good as this. You weren't used to casting this hex, so your fingers are almost cramped from the movements you have to make to cast it. And as you draw back, your shot goes wide, and then your second shot, more sure and more used to the bow again, you hit. The Raven is actually up. No, sorry. Brown Bears 1 and 2. It will shift here, and they're seeing.
I'll block
Yeah.
attacks on, or the first attack on.
Yeah,
Charlie.
I'll say you know the claws are more deadly given you've been hit by them, so you'll specifically focus the claw attack. So these attacks will be claw, bite for these two. 2 on each of you again. Whoops, I put it in the wrong chat. 15 to hit you, Callie, for the first one.
That does hit me, yes.
Okay, are you casting shield again?
I'm gonna take the attack this time. The second one's not gonna hit me. So.
Okay, yep. You take 11 damage. 13 misses you.
That's your goddamn crazy.
16 misses you.
Zach,
Yep.
that attack,
What is it?
cast Hellish Rebuke as a reaction.
You may, yeah, go ahead.
So I need a dex save.
Which they fail miserably, so roll your 3d10.
3d10 is what okay.
Is it 2d10 or 3d10?
I'm gonna pull it up.
In the meantime, the claws miss you, Emil. You know to watch those claws, but as you watch the claws, the bite gets in a nice hit. You might go unconscious here. As 8 damage, low rolls that time. You're still
Yep.
up, right?
I'm still up.
Nice. I've crit twice already.
Zach, that's actually 20
Both on
damage,
me.
because this is my cursed creature, so he takes my proficiency damage as well.
So 22 damage. Damn. So describe to me what happens as this bear's teeth dig into you. How do you push this fire into this bear?
Oh god, I gotta feel like it's sort of like out of her eyes, just all of a sudden this rage happens, and then her scream, all of a sudden fire starts to come up from the ground because she's calling it from hell, and just wrap around the bear for a second.
Sick.
You all see this happen, and this bear looks as bad off as 3 arrows from Urba and the other bear. It is the Raven's turn.
Okay.
Basilios.
Which 4 squares are they in?
This here, this here, this here. Does that help?
Yes. Sorry, Azilios is a bit of an asshole, isn't he?
He is kind of an asshole.
He flies up a little bit.
Yep.
So 15, 1, 2, 3. Cone. So I think that hits.
Please don't hit me.
I think it does hit Callie, and I think it's your.
It does not hit. It does not hit
Emil or
Emil.
Neri.
Yeah, it does not hit Emil.
And I actually chose lightning. A 15-foot cone of lightning just comes out of his beak.
Cool. So I'll make the 2 dex saves.
Yeah, I need dex saves, DC 14.
Everybody fails. You should have chosen fire, knowing Mr. Tiefling,
Yeah.
man. Come on.
I was gonna say.
I wanted a cone of lightning bolts.
I
just
understand.
like-
I understand. Roll your damage.
that would be 13 lightning damage to everybody.
The bear dies.
He dies.
Yep. It's 1 HP over what he needed. He needed 12.
Gain 8 hit points.
Oh, your hex creature dies. So actually, well, you don't gain HP, but you take only 5 damage this turn.
Or nothing.
Excellently done, Asilios the bird. Darren, it's your turn as you see this bird who you've seen perched on, and you've talked to, actually. He said some words to you all. All of a sudden breathes lightning.
Since when have you been able to do that? That's awesome. Okay, so this one is dead, right?
Correct, yeah, I'll delete him from the map. Yep.
This one is hurt.
No, yes, that one is hurt. This one is more hurt. This one down here.
Oh, okay. Then I will take a stab at the more hurt one.
Do so. 11 to hit.
I can probably do that. Yeah.
Yes, you can.
Ooh, 9 points of piercing damage. And then I will inspire Emil. I will say, come on! After all we've been through, we can't die to fucking beggars.
It's true, though. It's true.
I can add that to my AC, right?
Yes, you
Yep.
can. Yep.
That's
Valor Bards.
And what's the die?
D6.
Okay. My turn.
Yes, it is.
Pull up my great axe. I'm gonna stand staring down at the bear that's terrified. I think this is the one that's terrified of the meal, right?
It is. Oh, he should have disadvantage on his attack.
Wait, was that the one that crit me?
It is, and it misses, so you regain all that HP, which was, I believe, just like a 12 or something like that. It actually misses you with that attack.
Hold on, I'll look it up. That was
But yes,
8,
Callie, he is
so-
afraid of Emil. He'll get his save, too.
I'm gonna swing my great axe at him.
Cool. And you do, and you certainly do.
Better enough. Let's swing this new axe and still getting used to at him.
Yeah, you're not used to the heft of this sort of great axe, even though it's sort of you summoned it. And it accepts you. It's heavier than your pike or your previous weapons. All right. You do the damage to that bear, which I should probably mark down. It does look hurt. These other 2 bears will do. Let's see here. They're gonna do 2 attacks on Emil and 2 attacks, the usual 2 and 2. So first 2 at Emil, it'll be claw, bite, claw, bite. Claw, bite, 16 misses you, Emil, right?
Yep.
Claw 20, claw 17 hits both of you. Darren?
Wait, are the second
uh,
2 mine or Darren's?
The second 2 are Darren's.
Okay, so I didn't get hit this time. Hooray.
Correct, yeah.
My AC 16.
Cool, so they will both hit you. And you will take a total of... Yikes!
I normally protect Darren, but I didn't think I'd make it to this round, so...
Wait, I take 26 damage?
Yeah, you do. Brown
What?
bears, man.
Oh my god. Ouch.
Yeah, ouch. Brown bears, dude. And Emil, it is your turn as you see Darren just savaged by bears. And these bears are hungry and emaciated, and they are just trying to get at you.
I'm gonna... Yeah, my specialty is in damage. I'm gonna do Conquering Presence again.
Again, for sure.
Oh yeah, and the top one didn't make a save.
He did. I did it last turn, but
Okay.
he failed it.
Still have a golden stag running around.
Yeah, it's not really necessary. It's not really involved in the fight.
It's probably flickering at this point.
Yeah. 2d20. These are +1 apiece. One saves, one does not. Which one would you like to fail?
The one that's on me.
Cool. That's not the correct one. I did this one. Alright, those two are afraid of you as you stomp your foot on the ground and stare this one down this time. And it is afraid of you. That is for sure. Zook, you are up. You have given your bird friend a hot pepper so far this fight.
I reach down and pick up some snow and huck a blade of ice right to that point there to hit that one.
Yep, and then it'll affect the back corner of it, and it'll affect the other wolf only.
Oh, +6, so that's 13.
It will hit.
So that does 10 points of piercing damage.
One succeeds, one fails. I'll say the bottom one fails.
So it takes 6 points of cold damage.
It is still alive. The fur protects it mostly. This one has been undamaged up until this point. It will take a total of 16 damage, right?
Well, if he saves, he takes no cold damage.
So just the 10 from the piercing. Cool. Alright, Urba, you are up again. You've used your accent surge. Your friends are hurting on the front lines. The small boy is bleeding very heavily from a bite. He's taken a chunk out of his sort of shoulder, and he's hurting pretty badly.
I got so many musics going on right now. I did hear that. The one in front of me is how weak?
It is pretty weak. He looks on its last legs. You can likely kill it.
Trying to think. I don't have it in. Use that already. I will just fire another arrow at that weak one.
Yeah, do it. And it is hexed as well.
Yep. 9.
It will miss, unfortunately. You have rolled very low.
I have. I will.
Is your archery applying to this? Do you have the archery skill?
It should.
I'm gonna take a look at your character sheet real quick because I feel like you should be getting.
I mean, +6 seems low.
It could be +2, +2, +2.
But it's off of my dex. My dex. I'm not strong on my dex.
You're supposed to be a dex-based.
Yeah, there's a +2 modifier there. Yeah.
I seeing +2, +2, +2. It is, but yeah. Okay, so your dex is only okay. So that it is being considered, and you miss, unfortunately. Seeing Darren, you're distracted by the blood, and you draw back, and you think you have to kill this thing, but you just miss.
Pressure too great.
Exactly. These two
They
attacks.
both have disadvantage.
Can't go clutch.
Correct. They'll both have disadvantage regardless. One will be on Callie, the claw on Callie, the bite on Emil. Miss. Of course. Does an 18 hit you, Emil?
That just hits.
Oh no!
Wait, inspiration.
You may use your Valor Inspiration, yes. Which automatically makes it miss, so it'll miss. Cool. Isilios, it is your go, you crazy raven
Wait,
mother.
you didn't roll the other one.
No, I did 2. One of them is dead.
Oh yeah, okay, never mind. It has to save though.
I'll let it save. Go ahead, Isilios. Do your thing.
But,
It's no longer afraid of you.
how fast can ravens go?
Very quick. It's like 40 or 60 feet.
Okay, he flies here. Lightning. 15 feet. Oh wait,
You can target
5,
this
10.
corner here, right?
15.
Go right here. 1, 2, 3.
Shit.
1, 2, 3.
Did I really? I just did that. Fucker.
1, 2, 3. Whatever. I'll say it hits just the wolf. It's a big wolf.
Did the lengths
Big
work?
bear.
Because we scaled down, right?
What is it?
Yeah, we made things smaller, didn't we? So did the lengths work correctly?
The lengths are wrong. I'm just putting an arrow. 1, 2, 3. It would hit. I'm gonna say you
1,
can hit the
2,
bears.
3.
It's fine. You can hit the bears, and Emil will. Emil, what feat did you end up taking?
Shield Master?
Well, all right. This is perfect. So if
Please don't shoot me anyway.
go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw for me. Everybody. Oh, those are affected, which is just basically me.
So this is gonna be
Am I affected?
well.
You are not.
Oh, I am sorry, Emil.
You
Yeah,
rolled
I
very
am
good
so
damage.
sorry. Team lightning damage.
I'm sorry.
I
What?
literally rolled triple sixes.
18,
Yes,
and they half of on a save.
half on save.
You
Yeah, this
savage.
isn't an effect that only targets me, so.
No, if you might have gotten the +2, but it's not effective here. How
Yeah,
could
alright.
Basilios have positioned himself? Is there any way? There's no way
What's
you can.
Cecilios' intelligence?
Pretty high. He actually has a higher than average
Okay, he
intelligence.
didn't
for a
hit
raven.
Emil. He just rolled a natural 20 intelligence check.
Okay, that's fine. Then he does not hit Emil. He realizes I should probably move my ass a little bit, and he does so, and it misses. And we'll take a. What was it? 18 fucking damage. Shit.
I rolled triple sixes.
These bears, the two top bears, look as if all the bears look as if they're about on death's door. At this point, I forgot to add this at the beginning of the round, but you hear drums begin in the distance.
Oh. Oh.
And that is what you hear at the start of the round. But it is your turn, Darren.
I will stab at the hurt one that I stabbed before.
Yeah, you may
Nope.
roll better, but you miss.
It hurt me a lot, and I am scared of it.
Yep.
Wait. Another. I will use that. I will use the drum beat to do an inspirational dance for Emil once again.
How does that
catch his eyes? And
Yeah, exactly.
it's kind of like just a Running Man.
Yeah.
Use the snow to make it nice and slick. It's really good.
Very good. Very good. Callie, you are up. All these people look very, very hurt.
Alright, third time per turn. I'm gonna swing my great axe with the spare gun.
I believe in you, as you must believe in yourself. Believe in the heart of the dice.
I was just about to make that joke.
The heart of the cards. Yes, that does it. Roll damage. I think this one isn't hex, so you gotta roll decently. Yeah, it dies as you. How do you want to kill it? I guess. How do you want to kill this
Head
bear?
clean off. You know, you gotta keep that pelt.
Exactly. Just a clean cut. Clean cut. Beautiful. Of course, you don't kill the two bottom bears, so this one's gonna slide up to Urba because he's been fucking shooting it the whole time and make 2 attacks. Urba, does a 14 and a 13 hit you?
That is my AC is 13.
13, so both hit you. Perfect. You need better armor.
Apparently this is the most that I can get.
Yeah, at the moment, yeah. You need better dex, I guess is the thing. Actually, no, you're a fighter. You can get... Anyways. You take 20 damage as this bear savages you. These 2 attacks... Oh, no, that one's not scared. These are disadvantage attacks. So one will be on Emil. The first one's on Emil. The second one is on Darren. Claw bite.
Wait,
I still take the
these
20
are at
damage, right?
disadvantage?
Those ones are not. He is not scared of you. This one right now that I'm rolling will be scared. 13 misses and 12 misses Darren, so those attacks are negated. Emil, you are up.
The one above me dead?
Yep. Gone.
Okay, I'm going to attack for once.
Are we just skipping my turn?
No,
I don't know why I bothered.
I did you a long time ago.
I feel like we just keep going and I keep skipping turn. No, continue. I'm sorry.
You're good.
I feel
No,
your
it's
pain.
a valid question because sometimes I will do it, so I don't mind you asking. You're fine.
Oh, because I was at the bottom of the turn order and I saw my name and then
Well,
it was
the
gone.
top,
I was like, what happened?
Yeah. Emil misses. Zook, you're up.
You could use the inspiration, but you gotta roll 4 or higher.
Yeah, if you would like
Do
to
these
use your
things look
inspiration to
like
hit.
they take a lot of
Zook is going to just pull out his bill and ding dong on the closest one.
Cool. I'll make a wisdom saving throw. That misses, unfortunately, Emil. You were close, but the fur, the matted fur. It's actually funny because the blood that is gushing out of it mats the fur enough that your blade slips off.
Yeah, let's not dwell on my failure.
It saves with a 15. Urba, you're up. This guy's in your fucking grill. If you make a ranged attack, it'll be disadvantage.
I am whipping out my...
You have 2 poison knives, a silver knife, and any other weapons that you have.
my rapier.
There you go.
Stabby, stabby.
That hits. It's dead, yeah, for sure. And you get an additional d6 on that one, too, so. Boop.
That's my turn.
I'm an idiot and I forgot to do something. So, Urba, you actually regain the health that I hit you for last turn, because they're supposed to run away when they hear the drums, because I'm a dummy.
Oh, this one's running?
But this one is going to run away. Emil, you get an attack of opportunity, and so do you, Darren.
I thought that was Brown Bear too.
It is, but it doesn't matter. They're supposed to run away last turn.
Okay, so I get all my health back.
You do, yeah, you do.
Sweet!
It dies. It tries to run away, and you're like, fuck no, motherfucker, and you slam your battle axe into it, Emil, finally hitting and drawing blood for the first time this fight, and it goes down.
And I poke its corpse, and I can't get through the hide.
Your rapier does the thing where it goes... Doo, doo.
Are those drum beats still happening?
Yeah, you hear...
Zilios flies over here and opens his mouth,
Ah!
and then laughs and comes back to Zook.
Perfect.
Can I
You
take
should
some
fly
time to
up in the air and see
Um,
what that's all about. Oh, I'm sorry.
I was going to perception check to see if I could tell what was going on. Those drum beats.
It is a very rhythmic drum beat. Roll me an intelligence check. But anybody who's curious, I guess, about the drums.
Yeah, I'm
Great
curious.
intelligence.
It's probably some
Intelligence?
traveling bards.
I
10
didn't know. I
total.
didn't know trees made that kind of noise.
14.
Yeah, that's a weird tree falling in the forest and it makes a drum beat. That's interesting.
Are we rolling perception?
Intelligence check to see if you can figure out what this is.
Oh, yeah.
You got a 10, right, Emil? I mean, Zook? Yep, there it is. Cool. So all of you, 12 and above, you get that this is probably the Vistani. What you've been told in the village is, some of them, one of the families of the Vistani is known for its sort of bardic inspirations and its sort of love of music and performance. So this is probably them.
So it's not an evil drum beat.
No, it's just a nice, like...
Okay. I guess I'll head towards it.
As we get closer, I'd like to take out my elven flute and attempt to join them.
Sure, yeah, so you're not hiding.
Cap for a
Cool.
second on my cap of the sky self.
I'll pull out the lute and kind of just riff with him, sort of, just kind of try and feel out the music a little bit, just give some nice.
Oh, did you want a performance check? I'm sorry.
If you're playing along with, yes, please roll in performance.
Do I do one too?
Yeah, if
Do
you're
I get-
performing along with it, everybody please roll performance.
Do I get a advantage because I'm an elven?
Jesus.
No, it's not necessarily an elvish thing. It's just if you are good with it.
I'm proficient in musical instruments.
Darren,
My
you're pretty
hands-
fucked up from
My
the bears.
hands are bloody. It's
Yeah.
not the best for hitting those frets.
Can't do those hammer off pull-ons.
No.
So yeah, the drumming. Oh, I'm sorry. Did anybody want to do anything with the bear bodies before you left them?
Yes, I would like to scavenge one of them.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me survival. The drumming doesn't die
Can I
down.
get wrecked from the backpack?
You may roll.
Give
Well,
it to
he
me.
doesn't need it, but basically, being pretty, he's sort of like a hunter as an arcane archer. He's also similar to rangers in a sense. So he takes no time and guts the bears and takes their pelts. This 50 gold pieces worth of pelts that you've scavenged.
Sweet, 50 gold pieces worth of pelts.
Yep. and then you guys head toward the Vistani drumming.
Do you want to keep track of that? Or do you want me to just write it down?
It'll be in the adventure.
Cool.
Stuff.
Oh wait.
So as you guys approach, you're playing your tunes, however you're playing, and there's 7 gaudily painted wagons with rounded wooden roofs that fill a large clearing in the middle of the forest. The wagons form a large circle, sort of like the Bulls on Parade song. And 24 humans or so surround this fire, and they're playing musical instruments and dancing. They're all very dark-haired and light-skinned and range from young children even to the elderly. Their mismatched clothing is well-worn, indicating a rough life on the open road. They're basically the epitome of any fantasy novel's traveling bands kind of deal. Even the Wheel of Time references the travelers being gaudy and sort of wearing very bright colors. So...
how long did it take us to get here? Was this more than 10 minutes?
It was about, I would say 7 minutes, because you could hear the drumming or so it's not as much as 10 minutes, no.
All right.
Would you have liked to give... Go ahead.
I want the silent image to follow me and to take a different form of a large, basically Rhine, but he's got like full armor, sword, and shield.
Cool. Can you roll me the 2 concentration checks to maintain that? Because I didn't have you roll them before.
Oh, wait, hold on. I don't think it's concentration.
Is it
is.
not?
It totally
Okay,
is.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, it absolutely is. I don't think I'm keeping this up.
You have 2, and the DC is just 10 apiece, so no. Unfortunately, the first time you got hit, it flickered and faded out.
No, my dear. Okay.
Sorry.
Technical question: how many spell slots do I have for?
You just have the 1 for Hex. It lasts an hour, however. So if you got into another
So I
fight
could
right
bonus
now,
action.
you could bring it back up.
Let's fight these travelers.
Yeah, fight the travelers. But yeah, you only get basically once per day for you. That's it.
Okay. Yep.
It's very useful in the big fight, but it's you have your other fun features to use, like your cantrips.
Yeah.
So you guys approach. You're playing your music, and all of a sudden they all turn to sort of face you. They keep playing though, and one of the men approaches you, and sort of a rangy, weathered man approaches you with his hands held out to his sides. His clothing is just as mismatched as the others, and he wears like a sky blue headscarf. The others of the camp sort of move differentially and let him pass while they're playing their instruments, indicating that he holds some sort of authority in their group. Welcome and well met to you. With an open heart, I invite you to share my family's fire. It is rare for us to ever welcome Gorgios into our camp, but our need is great. First, please respect and enjoy our traditional activities, and then there will be time for discussion after you have enjoyed yourselves.
As he finishes up, I bow, and as I continue playing.
Sure, he bows to you as well.
Can I roll insight?
You may,
what's
yeah.
going on here?
Yeah. You get he is sort of a group in need of help. They are the Vistani are they're a traveling trader group, and they make it on time pretty much to what's the village name? Sort of the damn, I can't remember off the top of my head, but the village that you've been staying in. They usually make their trading here, so you probably put 2 and 2 together, and sort of guess they need help.
He said, "Let's not discuss yet and do whatever."
Yeah, there's sort of some activity. They want you to eat and be merry before they start, infringing upon your time.
Yeah, can that count as a short rest?
Yeah, it can. Yeah,
You don't
exactly.
have to tell me twice.
100%.
There goes my spell.
He goes, welcome, please, welcome to the dance. We call it the Parsonata, and listen to our stories called the Roke. We here enjoy our spicy and some call it nourishing stew. And you guys will get a short rest in during this time as they feed you some nice spicy stew. You all gain at least 3 health back from Darren's song that he sings along with them, adding to the Parsonata. And even the Darok a little bit, he adds his own storytelling in there.
I tell them a great story about us fighting bears moments ago.
Oh, as you say that, they say, "Oh yes, the 4 bears, they attacked us as well. It was quite a trial." As you see, some of the men actually have bite marks and claw marks on them. Thankfully, we drove them away as well. I hope that they did not give you too much trouble.
They did. They gave us a lot of trouble.
Well,
I'm very hurt.
Well, we are a group of
As he's
24 or
passed
so, and you're a group of 5, so I imagine that the fact that you survived is quite amazing.
We didn't survive. We kind of finished them off, if you will.
While eating this spicy stew, I'm like poking my nose around all the cook areas, looking for more peppers.
Yeah, you find a couple. Would you like to roll like a mage hand check to see if you can snag one or two?
Sure.
Spellcasting modifier check. Arya, stop
Darren,
ruining
are you-
things. Go ahead, Ben. Sorry.
What check is this?
Spellcasting modifier check.
That would be a 13.
Mm-hmm. You steal 2 peppers. Go ahead, Ben. Sorry.
Okay.
Darren, if he was doing Song of Rest.
I did, and it's 3.
This time?
So everybody gains a base 3 healed no matter what. And then on top of that, you can roll your hit dice if you are hurt.
And I give a speech.
And at the end of it, they will give you another speech. So you all have your temporary hit points again, which are honestly so good.
How many guys are in the group? 4?
There are about 24 total.
Oh, okay. Oh, 24. Okay. Is there a bonfire? Because if there's dancing and bonfire, I'm dancing around the fire with them,
Yeah, no,
playing
yeah.
music.
So during this rest, some things happen, and so this is all occurring during the rest, but it'll be sort of a role playing experience here. As you guys are surrounding the crowd, it goes, "Oh, the personata!" The entire crowd echoes this and around the campfire, and the captain leans into you and goes, "It's a sort of traditional dance, fast and seductive. Our Anika dances as well. Look, she invites you to dance with her to match her step for step as she sways."
Is this to me?
It's to, actually, all of you roll me a d20.
Oh.
Cool. 17, 17, 17. What are your, Darren, what is your deck? Darren, Emil, and Callie, what is your dex?
+2.
20, so, Emil, what is yours? 0, right?
0.
Yeah. And Callie, what is your dex?
2.
2? Alright, so
we're gonna have the
Darren,
girl...
Darren leans in toward, Darren, you see that this woman is leaning towards you, and she offers you her hand.
the 12-year-old boy.
Ooh. Is she attractive?
She is indeed. She's the most attractive of the group.
Saying the 12-year-old
Very nice.
boy.
It's cute.
It's more of a friendly gesture than a seductive gesture. I'll need you to
quite
make
charming.
3 acrobatics checks.
Ooh, okay. I won't fall on my face.
Is there any point can I assist him in this?
Unfortunately, no. The first check, you're good. The second check, unfortunately, you misstep. The third, you recover. Okay, so you're doing this dance, and you've never done before. And she's a very skilled dancer, and she leads you into these steps. The first section, you're flawless. You are no problem. You're dancing along with her. She's very impressed by your skills, especially for a young man. The second is more complex, and you sort of fall behind it. And she sort of like her brows furrow, but she doesn't necessarily you don't fall into a fire or anything like that. Nothing derails the dance so much. While
I'm just finding my rhythm.
Yep, and you cover yourself, you pick it back up in the third, you flawlessly follow her steps, and she's very impressed.
Great.
It would be awkward if you made all 3, because she's supposed to kiss you if you made all 3, but thankfully you didn't. So.
Oh, I would take that. Why not?
You only got 2, unfortunately. But everybody gets a 25 XP for that, so I'll note that later on.
Sweet.
So now we proceed to the storytelling.
Totally should have let me dance.
Okay, Zook, you would have died, literally.
I'd break away from her and just freestyle for the rest. Just show her out.
Yeah,
show
roll
off my
performance.
moves.
Roll performance.
Performance.
Fails.
Because you're not following at this point, you're mixing in your own moves.
Oh.
At this
You ever
point,
seen the floss dance before?
she
Done
walks.
this well?
Oh my god, it's so good. At this point, she walks over to you and plants a kiss directly on your forehead because you're a child.
Oh. I redden and I blush up.
You blush very good. At this point, proceeds to the storytelling portion of the night. Captain Elias sort of waves his arms over and says, we have guests. Calm, calm. Tonight I will give the Darok, the nightly tale or lesson. Although a Darok can sometimes be very long, I sense that we're all quite tired, and I do not wish to bore our guests. The captain turns and winks in your party's direction, and sort of drops his voice to a low psalm tone. We Vistani are a people of family and of tradition. We do not turn our heads, or hearts against each other. To do so is to forsake what is to be Vistani. Those that break the faith of our people can no longer participate in this life. They are exiled from the family and called Mortu, or the living dead. No Vistani will harbor a Mortu. They are marked as an exile. This is not a mark that can be seen with the eye, but a mark that every Vistani feels when looking upon a Mortu. The crime itself is not visible. Perhaps he killed an uncle in anger, or perhaps he thought to get drunk rather than mind his young nephews and boys to come to harm. We do not know why a Mortu was exiled when we look upon him, only that he's no longer Vistani. For some, the Vistani compassion accepts the heavy weight of tradition. A family provides comfort and shelter to a Mortu. It seems a kindness, but it is not Vistani. It is not the nature of a man, but is not the nature of a man in his past actions. The Mortu will drink again, or murder again, and suffering will surely follow. We hold our traditions because they keep us safe. Safe from the wild beasts, safe from violent Gregorios, he sort of glances in your direction as he says this, and safe from the wickedness of Mortu. This is as it is. A restful night's sleep to you all. I apologize for the short Darok, but I hope the lessons will follow you into your dreams. Do any of you do anything during this reading?
I listen.
Listen intently.
Insight check him for like general trustworthiness.
Yeah, sure. He seems to be, obviously there's ulterior motives in the storytelling to sort of educate you on their ways and understand, so give him a background, basically, of what he's probably about to ask of you. But he seems straightforward in that he's not lying about their ways.
I would also, at the end, I would like to ask him if there's any person or people that have basically gone against their ways and has been shunned out.
Yeah. So he'll say, just a little bit, my friend. Let my people go to sleep. I don't want to upset them. So I will come to you in but a few moments as my people go to sleep.
Let's go kill the people.
And all the camp sort of begins they go to their very brightly colored carts. They're sort of like settlers' carts, but more brightly embellished and stuff. And they all are heading to sleep. Some of the Vistani do go to those carts, but many are doing spreading their bedrolls near the fire. And Captain Elias, and actually the young man, there's a young man who's been sort of interested in you. He's been poking around you, and sort of, taking interest in what the captain has been saying. He's been sort of basically putting his nose where it doesn't belong in a sense. So we sort of proceed to wherever he's going to sleep. And he sort of begins to sort of regale you in a sense. The captain begins to explain with Donani, who is the young man who's been near you the whole time. He says, you understand this is not necessarily common, but the families of the Vistani, which there is 3, we are the Bulgarevs, and we cross the pass of the Moslavics maybe once or twice a year. But young Donani here, he is, well, as you say, fallen in love with a woman named Leila, a Moslavic girl. And then Domina strikes in to explain, you see here, there was, me and Layla were set to be wed within the next few days, as the Moslavics are only camped a few miles away. It's the few times a year that we meet, and all the Vistani marry together. We don't marry none of the outsiders. But I've heard rumor that one of the Mortu, a man named Hansi, has been following this family, And although the Slavics refuse to shelter or aid the Mortu, he's very persistent in attempting to woo Layla. And I've heard that Layla's affections may be returning to Hansi, and despite her promises of love and our upcoming wedding, and even the stern warnings of her own family. And I fear that if I'm not man enough, if I'm not good enough for Layla, he might hurt or kidnap her. And look, I would do it myself, but I'm not allowed to go close to their camp, this close to the wedding, due to obvious reasons. And if you all could go and maybe check in on her and make sure that this man doesn't take her away, that would be much appreciated. I'll even give you 35 gold, all the wealth I have. I just want to be wedded to her.
What's this guy like?
He's sort of young and very earnest.
No, I mean, what's this man that he's referring to? I'm asking him, like, what's he like?
I don't know much about Hansi, but he's one of the Mortu, so he must be a bad man. Our people exile them for a reason. I don't know the specific reason because I'm not part of the Moslavics, but if he's Mortu, he's bad. That's how it works.
Where does she stand on this issue? Do you know?
Well,
Does she prefer you?
I mean, we're to be wed, but I've heard rumor that she's sort of, affections may be turning towards him. I don't want her to be sort of turning towards him in this time that, she's supposed to be wedded to me.
So what if she doesn't have the same feelings for you?
I mean, she does, or she would never agree to be wedded.
Why would you want to force that?
Look, I'm not trying to force anything. I just don't want this man who's exiled, dangerous, to sort of, seduce her and influence her in ways that she's not, desirous of.
So
makes sense.
It does.
Look, I'll give you all the gold I have just to at least go inquire. I've got 35 gold and a sort of, I have this magical wind fan or something that maybe could help you all, but only if you can help me out.
Zook, what do you think? Want to pass?
Let's help him.
Here's something that could help, okay? I'm quite experienced in matters of the heart. I'm quite the romantic myself.
You pointed out the lipstick on your forehead.
Yep. I've had a girlfriend before in 6th grade. Here's what I would suggest you do. Write a note, put 2 check marks on it. Put, do you like me? And then check mark yes, check mark no, and we'll give that to her, and then you'll have your answer. In case she doesn't want to come back with us.
I would like to inside check him on the...
Yeah, and also roll persuasion. Yeah.
On the girlfriend?
On Darren having the girlfriend.
God damn it.
I believe him.
Damn it!
Yeah, blink, blink.
That's a solid kid.
She was a 10. The best looking girl I've ever, in the whole class, she was...
I would like to... Can I inside check that again?
No, he's
He
got
said
you.
that after.
He's got you. He's got
We
you.
even kissed. We kissed.
If she's
it
from
was
a town
great.
over, you wouldn't know her.
Yeah, 2 towns over, you wouldn't know her. I met her at camp, guys.
That's so good. All right. Yeah. Yeah. He says, "You really think that'll help? You're a little young, but I suppose if you know what's
trust me."
best." And he takes the time. He writes out that note. Do you wish to be wed to me? Yes. No. Please check 1.
It's not what I said, but okay, whatever. You're the adult.
Band camp.
All right.
Did we ask them if they would go to the furs, go fur trading with this village?
You have not.
Done that. That's the whole reason we came here, right?
Part of the
Yeah,
reason, but
we
yeah.
better go do that.
I don't even know why we came here. I think it was just because we left the play super into them.
No, that's because you don't
We
pay
didn't
attention
want
to my
to
DM
abuse our
notes.
fame.
I'll
we
make a
wanted to see what was delaying them and bring them back. Bring them.
Oh. Well, I was too busy trying to cue up music, but
So should we see what's going on?
yes, let's go.
Wait, let's talk
what
to
time
the
is
head
it?
guy first.
Yeah, didn't the head-
It's it's hitting the later in the day because you've
Oh,
been
I'm
walking most of the day, so
Later in the day, I thought everyone was just going to bed.
that's
Yeah.
later in the day. Yeah, that's what later in the day means.
evening.
Sorry, evening. Late in the evening.
Okay, maybe we shouldn't leave when it's about to be night. We don't want to run into more bears.
Speak for yourself.
Maybe you want to run into more bears. I don't.
Yeah, I don't want to run into more.
Hey guys,
bears
I'm
either.
fine. Like, let's just move on.
Yeah, that fight went perfectly fine for you.
I got my health back. No, we can stay the night.
Oh,
Before we go to bed, can I ask the head guy why, if they're planning on going to trade furs with the town?
oh yeah. So you go up to Captain Elias and the leader, sort of the leader of the group, and he says, well, our plan was to sort of get to the town of Arasnu, but this sort of business with the wedding, we want the wedding to be taken care of first, and then we'll head our ways up there and trade the furs. We're very interested. They have goods that we need, and we have goods that they need. We don't want to leave them hanging. We just want to make sure this is taken care of. But with the Martu, it's just sort of a bad business. We're sort of, it's delaying us a little bit.
Gotcha.
At this point,
When you say dangerous,
go for it. Yeah.
how dangerous is this guy supposed to be?
Who are you referring to?
What's his name? The Mortu gentleman.
Well, as I've said, Mortu can be sent away for various reasons. He may have been drunk when his nephews were in danger, or perhaps he murdered his uncle in anger. There's multiple reasons. Mortu is exile, and essentially is equivalent to death for
So
those
all
of
of
the
you
Vistani.
know, all of you know is that he's bad in some way.
Right, exactly. So our tribe, we would know what our tribe did when he was marked as a Mortu. However, this is from a separate group, so we don't necessarily have the specifics other than we could just tell that he's a Mortu. At this point, Donnie sort of comes up to the group and he presents you with a fan. He says, Look, this is the fan that I was going to gift to her, and if you could just give it to her and tell her that I would still love to be wed, and I love her, and that I miss her, and I want to be with her. That would be, if you could just please. And he hands it specifically to Darren. He's at a bio break, but if any of you would like to accept on his behalf, that'd be fine.
I say Darren should take it.
Yeah.
As the ring bearer.
If any of you have anything else to ask, so.
I'm back.
Alright, I guess we'll head out in the morning.
So Darren, the Danani, the betrothed, has presented you with a wind fan. He says, if you could just give this to her, that would mean the world to me, and just tell her that I mean to be wed, and I love her and I miss her.
Didn't he say this was magic?
Well, he didn't necessarily say it was magic, but he said he's gonna give it to her.
Baron, if you want me to look at it later tonight.
Yeah.
To detect magic. Is it magical?
It is, yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's magical.
Magical.
I swear he put in some descriptor that made me think it was magic.
I may have mentioned it earlier, so we'll just leave it to
Tally confirms it is magic.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, if we get separated, I want to take a look at it.
Yeah, no, you have time to go sleep. She says, the captain says, well, if in the morning you don't mind handling this for us and young Danani here, we'd really appreciate it, and we can get to Arasnu faster. And, everybody will be happy when this is all over with. I'd like to just get this wedding done and through.
Where'd this come from, Ari?
I don't know, Mr. Zook, but my name is Captain Emil, so...
Sorry.
You're good. I'm just kidding. I'm just
She
yanking your
apparently
chain.
dug out her
Wait, what's your
hot
name?
dog toy.
Captain Elias, not Emil. Emil is your name. I apologize.
Okay. I legit thought maybe they had the same name as me.
It's possible. I just said it wrong.
So if I do get 10 minutes to myself,
You can ritual cast Identify, no
I
problem.
ritual cast Identify on it. I finally picked up Identify.
Yeah, let me give you the description in case you decide to use it for some reason. Treasure, consumable magic items, the wind fan. It is in the Roll20 for you. And you all sort of, you wake up in the morning well rested, you get a long rest in, no problem. And you know the Maslavics are camped several hours from you guys at the Bogorov camp.
Technical question. My spell slot, that's only once a day?
Yep, and it's
And-
back on a long rest, yep.
On a long rest only, okay.
Yep, no short rests, just long rests.
Yep, gotcha. Just making sure.
Zook's going to try to pocket that.
Okay, it was presented to you, Darren, so go ahead and roll a sleight of hand, well, perception, and then you can roll either stealth or sleight of hand, Zook. As you give
perception?
you give the fan to Zook, and he like, oh yeah, I'll go take a look at it, and then walks away for like 10 minutes, hoping you forget about it.
I don't think it'd make an active one.
Sure.
So,
Would I also be
passive,
able to
12.
like pay attention to this?
Yeah,
thing?
go Zook. Roll me a sleight of hand to see.
Okay.
I guess to see if they forget about this. 18. Nice.
Ah, jeez.
I kinda
literally
have, like,
rolled a
ADD.
19.
Yeah, no, not yet. Not yet, anyway. So you sort of roll me an intelligence check, also, Darren,
Sure.
with advantage since he literally handed it to you specifically. Yeah, so like
19.
later in the day, so like on your way, I'm assuming you're going to go to the Muslavriks camp. So later in the day, you sort of realize like, he told me to give her the note, and you hold the note in your hand. He told me to give her the fan. Wait, the fan. You like pat yourself down, and you realize you don't have the fan.
What? Where's... Guys, we gotta go back. I forgot the fan. This isn't gonna work unless I have a fan.
Do we remember that
Sure,
Zook
the
took
note
it?
will be fine.
The intelligence check of 19 will remember that you did give it to Zook last.
Wait, Zook, you lost it. This is on you. You gotta walk
I
back, okay?
didn't lose it. I gave it back to you. You've lost it.
Your 19 check
Insight.
says... Yeah, no, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, insight, sure. Yeah, that works. Deception versus insight.
21.
You fucking liar! You real dice liar.
I put my head down. Oh man, I really messed up. This-
Dude, it's gonna work with just the note. It worked perfectly for you. All good.
That's true. And I think this is a good time for
While
me.
I'm doing this, I'm like behind him. I want to pull the fan out, open it, and like fan a breeze from behind his head.
Okay, yeah, roll sleight of hand.
Can we all roll perception? on that?
What's your passive?
Also 12.
You
I have a 13.
feel a faint breeze, and yeah, you both see all of a sudden Zook just fanning the back of.
Does he smell the rotting flesh?
Is it rotting flesh? I thought it was a nice smell.
Sickly sweet
fan
stench of rotting. What a romantic gift.
Yeah, actually, I'm sorry. Yeah, I read up to sickly. I read up to sweet, and I was like, oh, nice, a very nice smell. But yes, you do smell a really bad smell.
If you want, we could give her the hand in the jar of mush. We still have that.
Wait, I saw the thing happen, right?
You did, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna grab the fan.
I
All
mage
right.
hand grab the fan.
You roll me a charisma check for your sleight of hand. For your hand, Urba. Roll me sleight of hand, Callie. Roll me sleight of hand, Zook.
Am I rolling?
Sleight of hand.
Oh my god.
Wait, no, Emil.
Sleight of hand.
I mean Emil. Sorry, I mean Emil. Fuck. Sorry.
What?
I'm trying to like steal that out of
You're
you
good,
guys.
Callie.
To see what I can see.
Yeah, you can look around.
Oh, it's not part
Oh,
of that.
come on.
I'm
Jeez.
not kidding that. I rolled another 19.
Zook,
need a dice
the
cam
old
from
man,
you.
has never had so much fun in his life and snaps
Hey,
the fan
Darren, he
shut.
has the fan.
What?
You did
It's
see it,
behind you.
Darren. Darren, you did see it, yes.
Okay. What are we gonna do with this? Wait, we need that. We need that, or this isn't gonna
don't
work.
think this is something that a woman's gonna like.
I mean,
Hmm.
yeah, but
I'm gesturing, but I don't have a webcam on. I'm holding it between my index and middle finger, almost like a cigarette or whatever, and just like, it's not the right thing.
Also, this is also what it does, by the way.
Ooh, custom. Cool.
Zook, do you put it away?
No, I still have it out.
Tell me when you
Okay.
put it away.
Well, okay. How about this? We don't give her the fan, but I give her this fire flower with the information that it lights things on fire if it's crushed
That
too.
would be better than this. I
pretty.
snap it open and like emphasize it so he gets another full face full of rotting flesh.
Yeah, well, who would want? I guess that's fair. You know, that would probably be better given the way it smells. You probably are pretty convinced at this
Snap
point.
it shut. Would your girlfriend have liked this?
Well, she was pretty eccentric and interesting, so she
A lot
might
of
have.
piercings.
all right.
Okay, and I just like put it in a front pocket, pat it, and back away from there.
Magical hoarder.
I mean, now
That's
that
what
you
are.
mention it, what's
Could
this
I-
guy doing
could I
giving this as a
generalize?
present?
Darren's quote-unquote girlfriend. Can I imagine her?
You may imagine her any way you wish.
Okay, well, I
Gross.
would like to whatever I wish like from what he's saying, all the description that he's saying, I would
Minor
like
illusion?
to illusion, yes.
Yeah. Roll me a d20 to see
Like-
how close you get to what Darren's girlfriend looks like.
Hair the color of honey, eyes the color of the sea.
D20
Really
plus charisma.
got goddess
Give me
like
it.
in every.
Give me it.
Beautiful. And all of a sudden,
See
Darren, your imaginary girlfriend that you made up appears before you.
That's her. What? How? How did you do that?
God, Darren, you have a lot to learn.
A lot of explaining to do.
She's way too good for you.
Well, yeah, I know she was out of my league, but I'm so
It
charming.
comes out as an ogre.
Yeah, no. That's evil.
I
Zilius,
don't-
let's keep going. Zook's gonna continue walking ahead.
And all you hear is it squawks in your shoulder, "Baka! Baka!" Which is idiot in Japanese, by the way.
You had to explain that.
I didn't say this, but I'm gonna do inspiring leader. It's gonna be a speech about how we're doing this for true love.
Nice.
And that.
Beautiful.
It closely mirrors my love experience as well, so we can all.
It'll be hashtag easy.
This is the next day, right?
It is. You all get a long rest and you are full HPs. Now that the bullshit is done with, I can describe what is happening. The thick pine forest is broken by large stony clearing in the lee of a large hill. This is the next location. There are only 5 barrel-topped wagons, and they stand in a close ring. Unlike the gaudy and cheerful bogger of wagons, these wagons are dull brown and festooned with utilitarian tools of all types. Smithing implements, farrier's tools, bellows, like very much the utilitarian. The campfire within the ring of wagons is small, and a score of sullen humans work at fixing wheels, shining shields, or other mundane crafts. As you approach, they sort of eye you suspiciously, and their hands hover near their weapons, alert for danger.
We're friends. We are friendly. We're just messengers here. We don't mean anybody any harm.
So a scarred man approaches you. He's sort of lean and wiry. He's well toned. He's it looks a little older than like 45 or 50. And he sort of approaches you and he says, "My friends, or rather, strangers, what is it you require?"
Well, does somebody else want? I don't think I should be the front
You're the
line.
one with the note.
Yes,
That's
don't let the
true.
child
Yeah, the
speak.
girlfriend.
Somebody, an adult, please.
We're for the name of girl who we're looking for.
Lena.
Insert.
Lena. We are looking for Lena. Callie says while wearing her human hat. I guess the hat of disguise.
Oh, nice. Oh, I like it. Yeah.
I am human man looking for Lena
Very good. Very good.
from the name of that other Vastan tribe.
Don't judge me by my soul size. She wants to see me.
Da. Very funny, old gnome. You are cute the way you are. But yes, indeed, the nanny
I'd
is
be
correct.
surprised how many women do want to see me.
He rolls his eyes at you. He says, "Yes, you are very cute. I believe you." He pats you on the head. Not really. He doesn't pat.
I
you.
kind of
That's
asked
kind of
Herba if we can build like a lid for Zook's backpack, so we just like push him in there.
Yeah, he's in like a backpack now, and he's like a glass case, and he's hitting it with his hands. No. Yes, Lena, she seems to be apparently interested in the nanny, but for marriage she was soon to be betrothed. Well, she is betrothed, soon to be wed. But, yes, she's actually nearly as gifted as Ruani, which is an elder woman, with the sight. And, well, we like the nanny, we look forward to the wedding, but the Mortu Hanzi has sort of been following us, pining after Layla and then professing our devotion to her. We
What
attempted
can you tell us about this? What's his name?
the
I've already
Hanzi?
Yes.
The Hanzi we kept trying to throw away, we threw stones, we threatened him with weapons, but he kept returning over and over. Just 4 nights ago, Layla stayed out in the woods past nightfall. Not recommended given our, our surroundings. And, we sort of suspected she was trysting with Hanzi, but she said she was not. She started to act distant, keeping to herself, keeping to her Vardo all day. You know how it is. When one is in love, something is wrong, but we're not exactly sure what is wrong.
Okay, to be clear, you don't know what this Hanzi did either.
It doesn't tell me exactly what he did. I will make up a crime. That is not too bad that they would not just kill him outright. So let's say
Raped.
Triple murder.
this Hanzi, he is not the worst.
Roll the book. Roll the book.
I don't have time to look at the book, but I also
So
don't have.
roll for criminal.
There's no rule. I don't think there's a rule for criminal. I have a book that my girlfriend gave me that allows me to roll for a lot of stuff, but I don't think it has
cool.
more to in it.
Roll for crime. Hey.
Yeah, roll for
pretty,
crime.
pretty solid.
Pretty
book.
extensive. But he says, you see, Hanzi, he stole from us when we were low on food. He's a glutton, one might say. He does not know when to stop and allow others to eat as well. He prizes himself over the group. The family, as it were. So he was marked as Mortu, and we suspect if he was given the chance, he would take all for himself. But, Layla is forgiving and does not necessarily believe. She's a lost cause for us, and we think she's probably gone with him at this point, given that she's not been back all day. We think that Hanzi forced her to leave with him. A couple of our younglings seemed eager to follow the tracks, but they had a couple hours head start. And at that point, they didn't want to follow and get far enough away from us, the family.
Well, you know what I think your problem
so
is?
Lena's not here either.
By the way, my name is Advan. Pleasure to meet you.
Oh, yes. I'm Darren.
He
Very
shakes all
nice
of your
to meet you.
hands and goes in turn.
I'm Stumble Scratch.
Pleasure to meet you, Stumble Scratch.
I think the issue is you didn't send somebody, your youngest of younglings, and that's me. We'll take this case. We'll find him for you. Anything for true love or arranged marriage. I'm a little confused as to what side we're supposed to be taking. But
I think that's up to us.
it's not up to us. It's in the hands of true love, Cupid, whatever,
You know, the
whatever
only,
god of
only
love.
one with the bow right here is me. I ain't shooting at anybody.
That's good. Well, if you think it should be in True Love's hands, then we should let it go, and she will decide for herself. But
Maybe she doesn't know though. We need to speak to her. I think
She really hasn't met me yet.
that's true.
at that, the scarred man lifts. He goes, "That is true. She has not met you, small stumble scratch. Maybe she will fall in love with you as well."
Oh, I know she will.
And they all laugh again. A couple of men who are
Transitioning
eavesdropping on the
into creepy.
conversation laugh.
It's been known to happen. Okay,
Has it?
so yes, of course he is very charming.
But yes, if you'd
All
like
right,
to take
which direction are we
by all
going?
means, take a look at your Vardo, which is her sort of cart or living space, and you can travel the trail. My younglings will help you and grant you as far as they've bent. But you may please, if you can bring her back, we would be all the more grateful, and especially if you can get her to wed Donani, and that young boy is a promising young man.
Do you know which direction she might have gone?
Yeah, I don't know. He's not good at giving gifts.
Magical items are poor gifts. That's right.
Does he give us a direction?
There are indeed. He points you to the Vardo, which is her sort of cart and her living space, her like mobile house, her RV basically.
So basically, we go over there and we go and investigate things.
Yeah, and then he points you to the trail. And he says, "Our young have traveled. You can follow the tracks up to this point," and he gives you directions.
Cool.
You go to the Vardo, and it's crowded with sort of hanging herbs, beaded curtains. She's a hippie, apparently. A table and a small bunk. There are a few windows that have thick scars tacked over them to keep out the cold, making the interior sort of dark and gloomy. Layla spent the last few days here. Her last few days here, apparently. You can smell, the smells, and has made some adjustments. Roll me... either intelligence or wisdom checks, and you can add nature or perception. Nature, perception, or investigation. Let me know which you add. Oh,
So no,
wow.
but-
Investigation. Okay, 19.
Yep.
14 investigation.
Uh,
Actually, I'll do nature. 14 nature.
14 nature, sure. The
You
nature...
guys check high, I'll check low.
Perfect.
Zook's already got low.
You see Zook,
Mr.
like,
Scratchy Pants.
nose deep in her clothing, and he just takes a big
Gross.
sniff. And
In,
he,
in this investigation, do I see that happening?
Wait, who's taking a sniff?
Zook, he takes a big... He's
Zook is-
sniffing while he's lifting outside.
Okay, hold on. For all intents and purposes, this is her house, right?
Yes.
And she didn't commit a crime or anything.
No.
We
What are we
tossed the
doing?
place anyway. No.
I use Mage Hand and just pick Zook up and.
You can't lift me.
Too
I'm 20
heavy.
pounds.
Yeah, too heavy.
Oh, is that? Is
Probably
that
closer to 15 with how frail I am.
Are you really only 15 pounds?
Well, isn't a gnome normally 20?
I feel like they're definitely more than 20 pounds.
Yeah, it's more like 40,
Uh,
I feel like.
Player's
Yeah,
handbook.
somewhere around like 30, because Dandy's like 25, and I think
Okay.
he's on the light side.
Does then how much?
Zook is definitely on the light side.
You can't
much
pick him
can
up.
Mage Hand hold?
You can't. It's 10 pounds. 10 pounds for
Oh,
Mage Hand.
okay.
I thought it was
I'll
5 for
then I'll
Mage
slap
Hand.
him.
Is it
Can I
5?
give him a
I think it's
wedgie?
10. You can definitely give him a wedgie, though.
Give him a wedgie.
As he's sniffing outside, he moves inside, and all of a
40,
sudden...
so I guess he's probably about 30 pounds.
Okay, cool. So a hand reaches... roll me in our a charisma check.
I kind of want to know what I'm sniffing.
Yeah, so as you're smelling and you get a wedgie, you get a wedgie, but it's ignored because, you've had enough wedgies as a nerd old man in your day. And you smell like a lot of garlic outside and other strong smelling herbs, but within the house there's none. It's like very absent of smell, which is what you notice with your nature check. Your investigation check, Urba, as part of your brain is lifting up you know, the underwear of Zook. You, actually, Zook, are you wearing underwear?
Please don't answer this question.
It's okay, it's only my mage hand.
Do you want to know? What
You're-
is Zook wearing?
Yes. Regardless, there are
What is Zook
some
wearing?
sort of clothing that is being lifted up by Urba's mage hand. But as you're doing so, you discover a love note from Hansi, and it says, "I would give my life for you, Layla. I would give anything for you, Layla, even my life."
I take that and I recite that through the poetry.
Yeah, you say
poetry.
it to everybody. And Ben, you can make me a perception, nature, or investigation check.
Does Zook tell us the absence of garlic?
Yeah, I'm communicating all that.
Cal, you notice that these sort of scarves have been tacked up over the windows so that no light penetrates the interior of the Vardo. It could also be because of the cold, but these are very good glass windows.
I
So
search
someone
for
wanted to know
mirrors.
privacy.
There are apparently no
Whatever.
mirrors within the Vardo as you look around.
Huh.
My Eldritch Sight for any magic. I just keep forgetting to do that.
No, you know, at this point, I'll assume it's pretty like a passive, basically, because you can cast it in 6 seconds with no issue. But there's no magic in here, besides each other and the weapons that you hold.
Okay. So looking at these scars, I can obviously just assume that somebody was trying to gain privacy in this place.
Privacy or block light, one of the two, yeah, or both.
Okay.
Which we have thoroughly violated.
I'm gonna point that out to everybody, saying that someone was probably trying to block out some light.
Is
Kind
it
of
an
faithful.
Arcana or an intelligence check for what I'm?
Intelligence,
together.
intelligence.
Oh, bloody hell! 6.
Wayne the player may know, but Zook hasn't had any experiences with what you're thinking right now.
Okay.
You've had experiences with similar things, but not this, what you're
Not
thinking.
this.
So okay, let's put it together. She doesn't like garlic, doesn't like the light, and isn't vain because she doesn't own any mirrors. Well, this is good. We're learning more about her.
Cool. This
Is
is
her bed in the shape of a coffin?
No, unfortunately, there's no such.
Are there
giant
any numbers
glaring
lying
issues.
around?
No. 1 Vistani, 2 Vistani. No. There are no numbers around.
This is all good information we can bring back. We can give him food preferences, what kind of date that they can go on. It's obviously moonlight, a walk on the beach during the moonlight.
wear a guarded neck protector.
Why would you say that?
What makes you think he needs a neck protector?
No reason. No reason.
Jeez.
Yikes. She's into some
Escalated
funky
quickly.
shit, I guess. The Dark hides S&M.
Okay, well, she's clearly not here. And she hasn't left any notes that say, I'm running away with this guy and we're going to be this place. I don't find like a journal or anything, right?
No journal. No, nothing. That's what you found is what you found. The Vistani are not necessarily a very material possession of people except for what's needed. So.
Yeah, she
So
just like
let's-
cut and run.
Let's go up.
Yeah, so you drop out of it, you found what you found, and you head out, and you find the tracks that the Maslavriks, that family that you're with, are sort of leading you to point you in the direction of. And there's snow that lies in the thick pine forest, and it easily allows you to track them. They're only a day old, but snow hasn't fallen since then, so it's very easily trackable. After about an hour traveling, several large pine trees you notice grow closely together here, and their snow-laden boughs sort of create deep pools of shadow, and the trail of snow leads in between these trees. Everybody,
Roll initiative.
Yeah, initiative is what we're doing, yeah. No surprise rounds, you can't see them coming, but we'll do
We're not
we'll do the
surprised.
same map, except you're going northeast to southwest in this case.
We're going that way.
Sure.
You may arrange yourself as you will and adjust your initiative as you will.
I'll be in the front. I got
I
a
will
high
be
one
behind
for
you.
once.
Can I have turned my great axe into a great sword?
Of course.
Could I have bought myself a nuke?
You may not.
Ah,
You don't have the gold for that yet. And we're not playing the Elemental Evil campaign, which does have similar to nukes.
Really?
Yep, there are mile-wide area of effect bombs that can go off.
Holy shit.
that's awesome.
They deal 1d4 per round for an hour if you fail the DC.
Is that like in one round? It covers a mile?
Yeah, it's basically a bomb that detonates covering a mile. The storm that it causes lasts for an hour. You make a DC based on whatever, there's 4 elements, so it'd be fire, wind, water, or earth, and they deal damage based on that. And for the wind one, it deals 1d4 per hour. And after 10 minutes, it rips up light structures and uproots trees. So if you're inside a light structure, you die after 10 minutes because then your cover's gone. So it's literal nukes in Elemental Evil.
That's
Can
awesome.
you hide in a refrigerator to get away?
Yeah, a refrigerator is
This is
not
the only
considered a
thing
light
that keeps you
structure.
safe.
It's a heavy structure. What am I doing? I know what I'm doing. 3 things shuffle towards you. It appears they were sent to guard this trail almost. But they're nothing you haven't encountered before. It actually is this formation. Remove BB1, remove BB2, pull up Google.
Okay, are these people dressed the same as the ones we just encountered?
They're dressed as more like normal village folk. They don't appear to be the same as Vistani. They don't appear to be wearing the browns. They may have been travelers that got caught, unfortunately. Or maybe they were risen from the earth itself. Who knows? Wait a second. Did I choose the wrong things? I did. Alright. As I roll initiative slowly for these people. Unfortunately, the ghast gets to go first. I don't know if it's close enough, though. 1, 2, 3. It is close enough. And it turns and charges toward you. And makes a claw attack on
Oh, what the hell is that thing?
Emil. A 22 hits you, Emil. 11 slashing damage. Make me a Constitution saving throw.
Good start. Good start.
Days, Emil, you'll get to play.
You do save, actually. You get to play today, rather than sit and watch me play you. Emil, it is your turn as this thing slashes into you, dealing 11 damage, and you sort of flex and resist this fear that fills you. Actually, you're an elf, right?
Half elf.
Okay, then never mind. You do flex the fear off.
How many of them are there?
3.
Okay, 1, 2, okay, yeah, the other ones would still be out of range, I think.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3,
So-
4, 5. How many? 30 feet?
Yeah.
You would be able to fear them if you went to the other side.
No, I don't want to do that. I have to protect the rest of this party.
That's true.
Okay, I'm gonna try to hit it.
Armor class 13. Wow. All right, Darren, you're up as your friend swings at and misses this creature as it slashes into him with its claws.
I move up, pull out the old rapier, and take a stab. Oh, even worse. Oh, I suck. I will inspire Kalia. Yeah, I will inspire. I'll sing. I'll be like, she's a black magic woman. She's a black magic woman. Just basically, just that. So you can add this to damage rolls too. It's not just your AC.
What is it? AC? Yeah, because the inspiration.
AC, yeah. I'm sorry, I don't know. Yeah, or damage rolls. So if you attack and hit,
You can
you
choose
add
that
to
as
the
damage as well. Yeah.
Is it a D6 though?
So if you crit, you could double this damage dice if you choose to. So if you crit, just keep that in
I
mind.
didn't think about that. That would be great.
Herba, you're up as
This
Darren
thing
sings
rushes.
to Callie. Yes, it does rush.
We will cast a spell on you.
You're hexing him.
I'm gonna hex it,
All right.
and we're going to longbow it.
You may hit.
Boom.
Your wow, sick damage.
Wow,
Roll a
yeah.
d6. Nice, 7 damage.
To re-roll one, or is that something specific?
You need a great weapon master, and specifically for big old weapons. Or is it? There's another feat for fighters you can get, but not for longbows, generally speaking. Kalia, it is your turn.
Shift it here. Try to attack him this time. With my new empty greatsword.
I'm hoping the tree is causing me cover.
That's fine, yeah. You are certainly less visible. That hits for sure. Did you hex this person or curse them?
I did not hex him.
Cool.
I'm gonna add my inspiration to this damage. That's in the 3d6.
Dope.
First time use.
Nice.
Plus
13
another
plus.
5, so 18.
Ooh. It looks hurt as you slam your greatsword in, and the words of Darren fill you with strength, and your triceps flex super hard when you slam your sword into them. Celios is up. What is the asshole raven doing?
Sitting on my shoulder.
And he poops a little bit. Ghoul. Callie and...
Who do I know is beefier, Darren or Callie?
That's a good question. Which of you is beefier?
It's definitely me. I got hide armor and a shield now.
I mean HP wise.
Probably also me.
Okay, I'll block whatever attacks Callie then.
Sure. Callie's attack, this will only be at disadvantage, so this will be a claw attack on Callie. Missing with an 8, this will be a claw attack on Darren. Hitting with an 18, make me a saving throw, please. Constitution.
Sure.
That saves, and you feel your joints start thickening, but you like are youthful, and you're like, I would never be stilled by this, and you don't. But you do
I
take
can't die.
7 slashing damage. Zook, it's your turn.
I threw Celios a pepper. And pop him up in the air and run the fuck away.
Yeah, Celios' held action of bitching at you for making me eat a hot pepper goes up and goes, ah, 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 and he caws a bunch. And you fuck right off. The gas is going to make another attack on, I think... Who stabbed him?
Callie?
Callie stabbed him real good, so claws towards Callie. Does a 13 hit you, Callie?
Are you guys having trouble hearing me?
You didn't
Yeah,
just...
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't hear you before, but I hear you now.
Oh, it does not hit.
Cool. Emil, it's your turn. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Again?
Yes, I forgot something last turn that I'm doing this turn. All of a sudden, you're poisoned. So you'll have disadvantage for this turn. Just for this turn. It ends on your next turn.
Well, I wasn't gonna attack anyway. I'm gonna use Conquering Presence.
Sure, 3 wisdom saves.
Yep.
The gas fails. The ghoul fails. They all fail. Stop doing your OP shit.
We're
This
just a
is the
scary
only
group.
thing that Emil knows how to do effectively, apparently.
I yell and scream and things are scared. Darren, it's your turn.
Okie dokie.
You do have to
I
make a
will-
Constitution saving throw as well, sorry.
Oh, okay. These things emitting poison?
It just smells real bad. Yeah,
4.
you're poisoned, sorry.
Oof. Okay. No damage, right? Just disadvantage.
Just disadvantage for the turn.
Okay. Can I scoot through these guys?
You may, as
Over
a small
time.
boy.
Okay.
I
don't
imagine
think
you
that
do
would-
like a cartwheel through them.
Oh, sick.
One hand with a shield on the ground or something, like your elbow. Super cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Why not? I'm gonna cast Thunder Wave, level 1.
Sure, who is that hitting?
It's gonna hit, but I think it's 10 feet from me, so pretty much everyone, I think,
Including your allies, basically.
including my allies.
Oh, thanks.
It's a 15-foot cone, or I'm sorry, cube from me. So yes, it would hit.
If you include yourself in the cone, or step 1 foot further, you can include the one to your north.
No, it's a cube from me, 15 feet.
So you're hitting 2 enemies, 2 allies? I'm unsure. Can you show me on the map how you're... Yeah, okay, cool, perfect.
No, I'm showing
Oh, wait,
him
wait.
what he could do. It's supposed to be centered on you.
Yeah.
That's true. Oh, centered on me. That's a
Well,
good
not
point.
not
I know.
centered, but it comes from... Yeah, it emits from you, yeah.
Yeah, if
But
it's centered on me.
It's front, like, so it's
In a
5
direction,
feet
though.
to either side.
In a direction, though, yeah. Zook
Oh.
has the gist of
Then
it.
I can hit just these guys. I could hit 2 of them without hitting anybody else, right?
You would
Or
have
might-
that. For that, you would have to stand there, there, or there.
Oh,
It's
okay.
a 15-foot cube basically out from your hand.
Yeah. You
7.5
clap
each
and
way.
then bam.
I thought it works like sound, where it's like a circular. Okay, whatever. I want to.
The cantrip
whatever
itself,
works.
there's a cantrip that does do what you're saying, but that's not the spell. Unfortunately, not the level 1 spell.
Okay. Well, whatever works best, I guess.
Um,
For me, which.
I'll say that you can do... Fuck it. Let's just say you can hit these 2, so we don't get lost in the details. You hit these 2, no problem, without hitting your allies. I'll say you can adjust the cube accordingly. So I'll roll
You don't
con
have to give
saves
me
for them,
gimmies.
too.
I don't
It's
know.
not a gimme. I just don't want to... I don't want to get lost in the minutia that is deciding exactly where a cube goes.
Look, I don't have any problem with hurting Emil and.
Even
Hi,
better,
teammates.
hurt your friends. Roll con saves.
I mean, we are. Let's just. What is it? 3d8?
I'm
2d8.
not sure. 2d8 maybe for the first level? Your DC is what, 15 at this point, or is it 14?
14.
Cool.
So one makes
one
it.
takes
One does
3. I'll
not.
say the weak one takes 3.
How does a shove into another creature work?
You could probably knock them prone, or maybe they'd both fall prone given a certain amount. It depends on what I decide, basically. It's really up to like how good you shove them.
So that's my action, and then.
Are they knocked prone or knocked away from you?
They're knocked 10 feet away.
This one flies into the rock. I'll let you deal an additional d6 damage as he flies into the rock.
Ooh, sick.
Cool.
Nice.
2.
Dope. Urba, you
And I
are...
will,
Oh, sorry.
yeah, I will call out to Urba and inspire him. I'll say, I've opened them up. Now take them out.
There you go, Urba.
Wait, it was the gas that failed to save.
I didn't. I just chose the weaker one to take the least damage.
Okay.
So the gas saved and the ghoul didn't. I just clicked on both. Sorry.
Did the other
Arbitrary
guy go get-
numbers.
Oh, it's the same numbers, alright.
Which one's the weakest one?
This one is.
Actually, no, I'm gonna hit that guy again because it's hexed.
Oh yeah, this one right here. Oh yeah, the middle guy. The big guy.
The middle guy is hexed.
You may do so. He'll have a little extra cover from the angle. If you'd like to move, you can get a better angle
Oh, from which cover?
from the ghoul that's in between you and him.
Oh, that key counts as cover.
Yeah, people do count as cover.
Stupid.
I don't know. It's hard to shoot through people, but you're free now, so go ahead and roll. That definitely hits.
We will use the inspiration on damage. Can we do that?
You may. So roll 2d6 additional.
2d6.
Correct.
Oh, and I don't know if this is.
Whoa.
Shit!
Nice.
Plus my hex.
That was your hex. That was your hex and the
Oh.
inspiration die.
Oh, okay.
It's super dead.
Oh, I don't know if this is important, but that spell can be heard from 300 feet away.
Duly noted.
A thunderclap.
Callie, you're up.
Okay, I mean, now we just got the slim pickings.
Welcome, Zook.
Turn on this ghoul that's right up on me and that's cut out of it.
Do it. Fucking kill it. That does not hit either. Sorry. No.
Yeah, that's what I do. Okay.
You guys have been rolling really good today. Asilios is up.
Ah.
I'm gonna just say, for the sake of the argument, he flies. He's a smart bird and doesn't hit Herbal with lightning unless you desire it.
See, it's fire this time, and he does because Herb has been mean to Zook.
What have I done to you round? This playthrough. What have I done to you?
Call them old.
I mean, he literally
I haven't
carries
called
you
him old.
on his back.
I literally walk you. I carry you.
Make me
A gnome never forgets.
throw. Make me a dexterity saving throw. Amazing.
Oh, that's terrible.
Fuck off.
So that's 7 fire damage to the ghoul,
And 3 to
I guess
Urba.
that would be 3 to Urba.
Amazing. All right. The ghoul's gonna take a swipe at Asilios.
I want to know what I've done
At
to you.
disadvantage.
So you're gonna. Oh, right, 'cause he's feared. That's correct.
Yeah.
Fucking pussy.
Wow.
You love it.
Misses!
Stands up, moves toward this little small boy with advantage.
Now, that one can't move closer to me.
Oh, because he's feared. 1, 2, 3. But he still misses anyway, so you don't have to worry. They both make saving throws. The bottom one makes it. The top one makes it. They're both not scared of you anymore. Zook, you're up as this one's on you.
Shocking grasp.
You may. Is a 12 to hit.
That's 13
Beautiful.
points of lightning damage.
How many? I missed the number. 8.
Missed it
sounds
again.
It sounds like 8, though.
8.
Yeah.
8, 8, 8, 8, 8,
Yes,
8,
thank
8.
you. Type it for me, please.
I kept cutting out.
Yeah. It was like blank damage. I was like, oh, sick. Emil, you're up.
I'll run after that one.
Go ahead and
Yeah, I'll
roll
try to hit it.
to hit. That does indeed do the thing that you want it to do.
And I'm gonna add radiant damage to that.
The smiting, nice.
That's 4.
Yeah, it dies
Oh.
horribly. As you hit
killed something.
and your axe sinks like fully up to the. Does your axe have like sort of the back spike, like the?
Oh yeah, you know it.
Yeah, so you hammer in, the wedge goes all the way, and only the spike is sticking out. And then a radiant energy appears, driving the axe in further, and then pulsing within the ghoul, and it dies.
Sick.
Darren, you're up.
Okay, I will come up to this guy and I will attempt to stab him.
You may try. That misses, unfortunately. Urban.
Fire arrow.
I do good at fire arrow. Please do. Yeah, it hits. Do you transfer you transfer once you kill an enemy, you can transfer your hex using a bonus action. So I'm gonna assume that you do it beforehand. Yeah.
I was gonna say it's basically like Hunter's Mark.
Yep, exactly the same.
Yeah.
So 6 and then add additional d6.
Did you get my my chat?
I haven't scrolled up in a little bit, so no.
I
Ooh, nicely done.
I PM'd you.
I'll tell you. I'll do it for you. In a
Yeah,
second.
yeah.
I'll show you.
Just makes it easier.
Callie, you are up as the school looks very, very hurt.
I slice him in half with my big old greatsword.
If you hit him, sure. If you hit him, you will automatically
Raven.
kill him. So how would you like to kill this final enemy?
Jeez. That's so hard. I think as the arrow goes through his like chest, instead of like slicing him, I'm just gonna grab the arrow and pull it all the way through him.
Oh,
And then
yes.
use that hole to like stab with my greatsword.
Amazing.
Sick.
Make him like a bloody fountain.
Oh, so good. Such a good description. I love it. And you rip the arrow out of it and run him through again, and it's real good. Everybody's impressed. Even Acilio says, nice! You do find some valuables on these enemies' bodies as you're breathing heavily. Some of you are a little bit hurt, but not as bad a fight as the bears. So, you guys do find about 70 a gold, an ornate bronze torque worth 70 gold, and a jeweled bracelet worth 25 gold.
A what? A torque?
Yeah, like sort of like I think it's one of those headbands, or either a throat band. I forget which a torque is, but it's either a headband or a throat band. A TORC. And then a jeweled bracelet that you find in the snow nearby.
It's a necklace.
Yeah, and then you guys set off and you begin following the trail. We can continue here if you guys would like, or I know some of you have earlier hours. We can end it here for now.
I would like to go to bed.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right.
Before we end, I would like to straight up bitch slap Zook.
Yeah,
as
you
he
may.
tries to climb into
Roll
my-
to slap, please.
What am I rolling?
D20 plus your proficiency, so plus 5 for you, I believe, plus strength.
He's proficient in slapping.
Yes. Everybody's proficient in slapping.
Everyone that knows you.
What was it? Plus what?
Plus 5, I believe, for your athletics score. Your strength is plus 2, right?
My athletics is 3.
So just roll that. Roll athletics. That's fine. Does a 16 hit you, Zook?
Yes.
It is a no damage slap, so it's just an RP slap. So
Oh
you don't
no,
have
I
to
was going
waste
for
a shield.
damage.
Oh, you're gonna damage it. Okay.
I was going for damage.
So 1 damage if you choose to accept the slap, Zook.
If you choose to accept the slap,
He can use shield and block it. Is the thing.
No, because shield's only +5, correct?
Oh yeah, you can only get to 14,
My
right?
AC's 9.
You're garbage. You're so garbage. Yeah, that hits regardless. Just you take 1 damage as the Urba big ol' slap comes at you for burning him alive. Actually, you probably should be slapping Acelios, but
It wasn't me! It was that damn bird!
your bird, you control it.
Acelios is overhead going baka baka baka, just at everybody, even at not at anybody in particular, but literally at everybody in the group.
One of these days, I'm gonna mage. I can actually mage hand that, ring that neck.
You're gonna grab the bird and snap its neck with a mage hand. Amazing. All right.
Just for next session, how long does that poison last?
Just the round. You're free of it.
Oh, okay. Cool.
All right, and we fade the session out as you all begin to follow the tracks again. You could take a short rest if you would like, but I don't think you are in dire need of it. So, and also
Zook, would you like
know
a
that,
short rest after that damage?
well, yeah,
I need a new speech.
yeah. The speech absorbs the blow.
This
But-
fight wasn't enough to talk about, I don't think.
Yeah, also you realize that if you wait another hour, they may get another hour further away that you're tracking, so we will pick up there next week. Does any of you know a specific day that works better for you all next week? I'll be gone for Monday and Tuesday, so I can do, I believe, Wednesday is the only day, because I think we have something Thursday, so.
Yeah, Wednesday is okay for me.
I'm gonna be late then a
That'll
little bit.
probably work, unless something else comes up.
Late work, you said, Thurley?
No, I have volleyball again
Ah,
On
shit,
Wednesday?
next
okay.
week, so Thursday's out.
Oh, Thursday is out. Good, because we can only do Wednesday, so.
I want to say later start, like 8:15, just because I have.
We've been starting a little later, so that's fine. 8:15,
Yeah.
8:30 sounds good. All right, awesome. Thank you guys for playing, and I'm glad you didn't die to bears.
Me too.
We're done with it. They were easy.
Thanks for DMing.
No problem, guys. Have a good night.
Good night.
Good night. Jesus. Mass Exodus. Can you throw up the block for me?
Yes. So what you're gonna
For
want
Hex.
to do is you'll open your thing, which is Herba
I'm here.
character sheet. You'll go to your settings page, right? So within
Yes.
settings, you want to click.
Oh, you can show it to me because I can see you moving things.
Top right hand corner. See these that I'm checking right here.
Top right hand. Yep.
You want to do the global damage modifier field here.
Okay.
And so what will appear now on your beginning character sheet is the damage modifier here.
Oh, so like
see
this.
how you can add more than one now? So this one will be type. It'll be hex. Can you see me adding this right now?
When you hit enter, I should. Yep.
And you just click it when you want it. And
So
you
that's just. So I would just click it.
toggle it. Yep, just like that. So
So now I'm
ignore
using
the
hex.
sneak- Yeah. And then you click it, and then now roll damage for a longbow while we're waiting.
It's plus-
Why is it having bless apply? It should not have bless apply. Let me see what we have here. Ah, I see what happened. It when I activated some of them, it kept it up. So that's not bless. Now try rolling for me. Now roll damage. 4
That's the
from
hex
the
is-
hex and 5
4
from
from
your
hex,
damage.
and
There you
5
go.
for piercing.
So
Okay,
cool.
cool, sweet. Then if I do this, I roll a longbow, I roll an attack. All right, cool.
There you go. Yeah.
So can I delete the blessing? The bless?
You can, yeah. I'll just untoggle it right now for you. So
Oh,
we
okay.
don't want global attack modifier right now. No skill, no save. So
All right,
there you go. Should be all set for you.
Sweet. Sweet.
Much easier in the long run.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. All right. And then anything else? I don't think so. Oh, so also, if there's in the future, if there's anything like a speech that you have